Welcome to this living room transformation video. I thought deciding a light bulb would be simple. Feeling a little bit nervous now. Me and my partner bought this house, our first house together, in August 2024. We documented it all in the moving vlog, where you will see a full tour of the house, so be sure to go and watch that after if you haven't seen it already. We've done quite a bit to the house so far, and I'll be gradually showing it in videos, so be sure to subscribe if you're new here so that you don't miss out on any of that. First room that we tackled was the living room because we wanted somewhere that we could feel comfortable and relax while we were doing the rest of the house. Just to be clear, a little disclaimer, we are completely new to this, so we may be getting things wrong, we're learning as we go, but let's start the video by showing you what the living room looked like when we moved in. This is the living room shortly after we moved in. There are some bits and pieces in here, obviously, because we just needed some furniture to tide us over. My mum actually got that coffee table off the side of the road, so that was completely free. As you can see, it's quite a small space, and there's not a huge amount of interest in the room, but it is a blank canvas, so we could essentially do whatever we wanted with it and inject our personality. Here are some shots from the original listing when we actually viewed the house, so you can see what other people did with it. Before we get into the actual doing, let's talk inspirations. Some of the key words were calming, classy, stylish, natural, and elegant. Let's just throw that one in there. If we were to go with an era, it was definitely more 70s leaning. And then we even decided on an album. If the space was going to be an album, in terms of how does that album make you feel? What's the aesthetic of it? The album would be Charm by Clairo. Here are a couple of images from Pinterest that I'd pinned and really liked. So let's actually get this done now. One thing that we really wanted to do was add some interest or a focal point to the room. So we decided to add some paneling along the wall as you come into the room. There are loads of YouTube videos of how to do paneling cheap, but B&Q have their own cutting service. So that makes it really easy. All you need to do is measure out on the wall how wide you want your paneling and the distance that you want to space them out, and then yeah, just go get them cut and then you can just glue them on. It was a really simple job. Me and my mum actually did it and we didn't think that we would be able to. The wood we used was MDF, so we used this MDF primer just to make sure that when we painted the paneling, it all went on really nice. And the color we opted for was orange because we have a green sofa, so we wanted something to make that green sofa pop. But at this stage, I was a bit like, what have we done? But now we love it. This paint was from B&Q and we just used tester pots. We used the mixing service that they have there. Trying to find a neutral color was actually really difficult to go with the orange. We bought, I think, 3 different types of paint and we tried them on the wall. Some of them just looked awful. We actually ended up going for a neutral with a warm tone just to make it really cozy. I didn't even realize what the difference between cool and warm tones were. Like, I knew things looked warmer, but I didn't actually know what it meant, which is quite surprising because I love colour. So this was the tester pot that we actually ended up using from Deluxe. I highly recommend this colour, it is really lovely on the walls.
Why we're surrounded by
big reveal is coming soon. First, let's have a tea break. I was very lucky to be gifted some loose leaf tea from Mother Nature Tea Company. Did you know that tea bags were actually born out of convenience? They were used as samples to get them out to customers and businesses, but then they just kind of stuck around. And Mother Nature Tea's mission is to bring back real tea again. In my opinion, loose leaf tea is far superior to normal tea. It's better in terms of quality, flavor, it's customizable, it's better for the environment. Need I say more? This morning, I made a mug of the green tea with cardamom, which I was very curious about. I used this infuser that they provided as a gift, which I think is really handy and doesn't take any room to store. Really like that hint of cardamom. I think that's unique. If you'd like to try the tea yourself, or you think it would make a nice gift, you can head to mnt.co.uk and use the code HONESTLYROSS50 at checkout to get 50% off on everything. You'll also get free shipping on everything over £9.99 and a free infuser just like mine if you also spend over £9.99. Time for the big reveal. Now this is how the living room looks after the transformation. As you can see, a huge difference. It looks so much more vibrant than before. Surprising how long this took to come together. Even though it was a small space, it was really hard to get it right, including the layout and the seating and the lighting, which was a pain. This TV unit is from Dunelm and pretty much everything on it is from TK Maxx, HomeSense, and it's October, so we've got some pumpkins there, which I think are ornamental. An annoying thing about this place is that the sockets are in a really annoying places. So we've got the lead coming from the TV down there, but then we've got an extension cable that runs along that we need to sort out. So if you have any advice on how to neaten that kind of stuff, then let me know. This plant stand was from TK Maxx, so was the plant pot. And that little Buddha was from Josh's dad, and we just like to put it in that plant pot. We felt like we hit the jackpot when we found this lovely yellow vase in TK Maxx because it went perfectly with our colour scheme. And then in this picture frame, that's actually a pressed flower from the first week that we moved in, and obviously the orange, it all ties in with the room, and I like the simplicity of that. And then trying to bring in plants and greenery, like we wanted the green from the outside coming in, so I feel like we've definitely achieved that, but I'd maybe like to get a few more plants. And then this chair is also from TK Maxx, and the peacock table, which is so extra. I really love this little corner actually. I think it looks really cozy. This wall light is actually from H&M, but it looks a lot more expensive than it was. It's made to look like mid-century. And then this picture, which I was trying to get the light right because I'm reflecting in it, but it's essentially just a simple sort of yellow background with the white cloud. We thought it was quite relaxing, and we had a lot of busyness in the room elsewhere. That footstool was from Debenhams online, because obviously this shop is now shut. This is Sarah, the cheese plant. We love her. She needs a lot of support. We put some fairy lights in her, and that pot that she's in, which you will see now, is actually just a wicker basket, and then I've just put a plastic pot in the bottom. So that's a good little tip if you're struggling to find a big pot. And then this sofa was also from Dunelm, and the majority of the cushions, I think the paneling worked out really well. I think it looks really well done. This little nest of tables here is also from Dunelm, and then the lamp is from JD Williams. I got that online. Clock, the lovely wooden light fitting. All the details matter. And then this rug was also from TK Maxx. This was the starting point of the room really, and that gave us all the accent colours to work from. It does move around a lot though. I need something to keep it in place. It's actually very annoying. You'll also notice that the carpet has been changed. This is made to look natural. It's a loop carpet, but you can actually clean it with bleach, so that's really handy. That is the end of the transformation video. Please let me know what you think in the comments. I'd be really intrigued to see if you like it. A lot of effort went into this, so validate me. If there's anything in particular that you've seen and you want me to link you to the product, everything that I've got is really reasonable. We didn't have a huge budget. Well, we don't have a huge budget for this house. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. I also do food and travel content, life stuff. So yeah, if you like the vibe, please stick around. It's very much appreciated. And I'll see you for the next video. Bye guys.